Hi Jugglers, my name is Mike Moore, and in this tutorial you'll be learning inverted box. Specifically the low 2x version that's dominant in North America and Japan. The high 2x one, which is more popular in Europe, is a little bit harder and less easily transformed into other variations. Of course, they're both worth learning, but the low 2x version is what I'm going to be talking about here. Learning inverted box will be easier if you can already do fast shuffle on both sides and can do Luke's shuffle. Your Luke shuffle doesn't have to be perfect. Now let's get into the learning process. First, let's focus on getting the 2x, the crossing throw, quick and automatic. A great drill for this is with 2 balls. Swap them between your hands, that's a 2x, 2x, keeping one ball barely moving in the center of your body, and the other ball moving horizontally across your body. This actually feels very similar to doing an inverted box. Once you feel comfortable with throwing quick crossing throws, we can learn a great new pattern. Start with Boston Shuffle. Try turning one of the slams into an inverted throw. When you're doing this, pay special attention to the pulling back motion. It should be along the same line as the path that you want the throw itself to go. Practice until it's very comfortable. If you're feeling bored practicing it, try adding an orbit. It doesn't make the pattern much more difficult, but it looks great. Now let's practice morphing an asynchronous pattern into a synchronous one. Start with Jugglers Tennis in Sight Swap 3. Then make the overthrow a little wider. Second, squish the neutral throws into the center. Third, catch and throw the overthrow from a bit of a higher position than the other balls. And finally, hold on to the overthrow for a little longer than usual. This will make the pattern synchronous. You've turned tennis into the pattern that we just learned. We're now going to go through the same steps that we just did, but this time with Jugglers Tennis in Sight Swap 4, 2, 3. Make the overthrow a little wider. Squish the neutral throws into the center. Catch and throw the overthrow from a higher position than the other balls. And finally, hold on to the overthrow for a little longer than usual. This will make the pattern synchronous. Finally, I'm going to cover some common mistakes when juggling inverted box. Be sure to try learning inverted box first, because you might not need to watch this section. But wait, just before you go, there are 2 important things. First, here is a general skill progression for the drills in this video. Take a screenshot on your phone so that you can look at this easily when training, so you don't forget any steps. Second, these are the people that make these videos possible, our IJA patrons. If you want more tutorials like this, consider donating to the IJA through Patreon. There are a couple common mistakes that jugglers make while learning inverted box. The first one is to have the 2x break plane. Some jugglers throw the 2x along the right line, but shifted forward, and others have it break plane diagonally. If you can't tell if you're doing this, ask a friend to watch the pattern from above or from the side. This problem is normally caused by your elbows rotating on the wrong axis. If the 2x is shifted forward, your arm rotation is probably moving your hand outward, like opening a car door, instead of upward. Go back to the inverted Boston Shuffle pattern and make sure that the pattern is all on the same plane there. Then, with inverted box, try shifting the column balls a little bit forward. This will force the 2x to rise above the pattern to avoid collisions. The second mistake looks like this. the 2x just doesn't travel fast enough to keep the pattern synchronous and stable. To fix this, focus on the wind-up of the 2x. Make sure that it's going along the line that you want the ball to travel, horizontally, not vertically. I hope that you learn inverted box and have lots of fun playing with the fun patterns along the way. Once again, here is a skill progression image to screenshot and the patrons who made this all possible. Good luck, and thanks for watching.